Hello everybody, Nisengo here, and welcome back to the TotalVoid SMP server. Let me bring you up to date with what happened. If you saw my last video, you saw me build Dylan James's foundry, and a lot of that was done in, well, in fact, all of it was done in high speed, because quite frankly, it was a lot of work to do, and there was over an hour of footage there, and I had to somehow cram it into 20 minutes or so. So I played it at 10 times speed, which means that, you know, people, well, not so much complained, but they did, you know, raise the suggestion that you couldn't really see what was going on. And I get that. I mean, it's a lot of stuff to put into a single video. And that didn't even include the creative building that I did, which was probably another hour or so of footage. So yeah, there was just such a lot to do that I decided not to put all of it into 2 videos. You know, I didn't want to make a parts of it. So instead, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to walk you through the build in, well, not in slow motion, but at a leisurely pace. I mean, I have the time right now, so I'm going to go over to Dylan James's foundry, and I'm going to walk you through everything that I did, some of the design choices that I made, and yeah, just show you why I did it, really. So I will see you guys when I get to the foundry. Be right back. Okay, here we are at the backside of the foundry, and as Dylan James, requested, he wanted something that would mesh well with the giant block that is the actual spawner. So stone brick would have to feature heavily. I decided to put in some cracked stone brick as well, because it's just to break up the walls a bit. Not that much. And then, oh, actually, these shouldn't be here anymore. Now, this thing that you saw me build, this is one of the metal crucibles. This is the one that contains molten metal ready to be cast, because this, I designed this to be a foundry, and a foundry needs a big crucible, of course. Oh, I see he changed the layout a bit, I guess, but that's fine. It's his building now. And I also conferred with Dylan, and I thought it would be a nice idea to have a sort of overhanging section across the pathway here, so that you could walk through the entrance and then continue onwards past it, or you could go in and have a look here. And he's already put up his prices. 32 iron equals 1 diamond. And the payment just is over there. That's the one. Wow, that is a lot of iron. Please deposit diamonds here. Yeah. This is the payments, just there is a hopper underneath that will take out all the items and just deposit them in the basement. But yeah, so for design choices, I went with nether brick, since this is, an environment that's supposed to be, you know, hot, and I wanted something that's fireproof, and I think brick and nether brick look really good in such environments. And after all, there's lava here, so you need something that looks like it can deal with fire. So we went with a nether brick floor. It makes it a bit darker, but that's not much of an issue, I think. And in the same vein, I went with glowstone ceiling lights, again with the nether brick slabs in this case, because I wanted it to look sort of suspended, and that's also the reason that we have the what are these called? Bars, the iron bars up top. They look like chains, so it looks like this thing is hanging down from chains with a suspended light on it, and I think it looks pretty cool. Now, this wasn't actually in the design that I made, in the version that I made in creative mode, which I will show later. The signs were on the sides of the pillar, and right here they're on the front and back. And that means that I couldn't remove these blocks because that would mess up the lava and basically be a mess. So I left them there and went with this sort of inverted L, and on the other side regular L design, where the light would go from the lava would pour out the sides, but it wouldn't pour out the front as much. And over here I made this his bedroom, or at least I put his bed that I moved from there over here. I guess he removed it or put it somewhere else, that's fine. And there are a couple of furnaces here for in case he wants to do, some smelting or some such thing. And this is the big feature, I suppose. There's a big smelting crucible up here, which contains a couple of iron blocks. I do have some material. Oops. Yes. Okay. See, there's iron blocks, which I think kind of defeats the purpose, because the whole purpose of this building is to produce iron, and here we're smelting iron to produce iron, so it looks kind of weird, but I didn't have anything else to to put here. I might want to put some iron ore blocks in here, actually, come to think of it. That might look better. And then I made an andesite casting mold where iron is being made on this end. So I think that looks pretty good. And then this chest is still the collection chest, which is now empty, and I put chests here, but I guess we removed them, and there is a repair station here. Free use of anvils, that's kind of nice. And then this is the cashier's box. I went with a design wherein the wood would block off the back side of the building. I guess he didn't want that, so he removed it. But that's fine. And then this is the basement, which I didn't dig in the video, because that was phase 1 was basically this entire building and covering up the dripping water. That was phase 1. Phase 2 was the basement, which I will show you now. So here we have the same sort of suspended lamps thing, only this time there's torches. The stairs are just regular stairs, they're not very special, and I inlaid the floor with diorite and andesite, and the rest of it is just regular stone. And I cleaned up the walls, of course, because there were 2 layers of dirt here, just right underneath the surface. And finally I added this sorting system. This is using comparators and item hoppers, and what they do is they sort out all the drops that come from above, get put into this item hopper, and then, as you can see, there's some lava dripping here, but we won't worry about that. Yeah, all the iron filters down here and then gets put into this chest, then this chest, and this chest, and any poppies that get dropped by the golems end up here. So here we can filter out, and I made sure there's 3 chests for all the iron and just 1 for the poppies, because the poppies are pretty rare compared to the amount of iron it gets. And then finally, this is the payment chest system, which is basically just a stack of chests, nothing very special, and they're currently empty. So yeah, that's that side of the build, and phase 2, which was this basement, is complete with this. I decided to leave the redstone exposed, pretty much because it's very tricky to cover this up and not use the entire room to do it. So I decided to, you know what, let's just leave it there. It'll be fine. Okay, and then I'm going to go back up because phase 3 is still approaching. I haven't done that yet. And phase 3 involves the villagers. Because one of the questions he asked is, could I move the villagers to the back of the building and put them in a slightly smaller containment area, and I will do that. I need some more glass, and probably I'm going to use stone bricks for that as well. So moving the villagers is the last phase. I don't think I'll be speeding that up or showing that on camera, because quite frankly it's not all that interesting to do or to see. But I'm going to try to kill this. Yes! Ah, no, I haven't. Wonderful. So yeah, the villagers are going to go over to this side, which means I can remove this glass boxy thing here, and that makes the chains holding up the top crucible stand out a bit more. Oh crap! Go away, zombie! I'm busy. And the box on the other side will disappear as well. So this one will go, and all the villagers, I will move them all over to the backside, which is pretty easy to do because I just fill up one end of this with sand or gravel, and they'll all have to move. So yeah, that's the final plan. Oh, another one. Zombie. Thank you. So yeah, that's all that's I have left to do, really. I have tested this in the creative world that I built the design in, so I know that it works, and I can move the villagers around, and that should all work. And the design on the creative server, or creative world, is a bit different, but not much. So there's the creative one didn't have the closed off back area. Then I eventually closed that off, but in the creative world I didn't do that because there wasn't the point. So yeah, that's the build in a slightly less highway speed. I'm going to show you a few views of the creative build so that you can compare what I designed with what this is now. And otherwise I am done for this episode. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit that like button, make it turn blue, I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to comment or subscribe or any of that fun stuff, then please do so. That too helps me out. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Bye bye. So as you can see here, this is the original design that I built using stairs here, which I decided not to do. I think I will have to put this nether brick here, and as you can see there's a slight design discrepancy. If you can point it out, then credits to you, because it took me a while to realize what I did wrong. If you can see what the error is, then well done. And here is the back entrance, which I decided to close this off in the actual world because mobs keep walking in, and that creeper exploded while I built it, and that was really annoying. So I decided to close this off so that creepers can't just walk in and blow up. This actually go. And yeah, so the one thing that I still need to do, which I just realized, is I need to put these chains in here to suspend this crucible off of. But that's about it. And of course this one doesn't have a basement because there's only 2 blocks below here, so there's no place for it. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching again, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.